Have you ever found yourself wondering what the future has in store? Can anyone truly predict the events yet to unfold in our world? For centuries, people have turned to mystics, seers, and prophets in search of answers. Among the most famous of these is Baba Vanga, a blind Bulgarian clairvoyant whose predictions have captured the imagination of millions. Though she passed away in 1996, her legacy lives on through her remarkably accurate forecasts about political shifts, natural disasters, and technological advances. Some of her predictions have already come to pass, making the world wonder, could her visions for the future, especially her 2025 prophecies, be true? Will the catastrophic events she predicted actually happen? Or are we simply witnessing coincidences? Today, we dive into Baba Vanga's chilling predictions for the year 2025. Examining whether destiny awaits us or if there's still time to alter our course. Stay tuned as we explore the mysteries surrounding her visions of the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the fascinating world of predictions and destiny. Baba Vanga, born Vangelia Pandiva Dimitrova in 1911, was a Bulgarian mystic whose extraordinary abilities to foresee the future have made her a globally recognized figure. Widely known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, her life story is one of intrigue, mystery, and a deep connection to the spiritual world. Her predictions, often shrouded in ambiguity, have sparked both admiration and skepticism. Baba Vanga's remarkable abilities came to light after a personal tragedy during her childhood. At the age of 12, she was struck by a powerful storm that left her blind. This tragic event, however, became a turning point in her life. Following her loss of sight, she began experiencing vivid visions and received profound insights into the future. It is said that her newfound abilities were not merely about seeing the future, but about perceiving energies, emotions, and even distant events with stunning clarity. Despite her disability, Baba Vanga gained a reputation as a healer and a spiritual guide. People would travel from all over to consult her, seeking answers to questions about their lives, health, and futures. It was during these consultations that she began making predictions that would later become legendary. Her prophecies spanned a wide range of topics, from geopolitical events to natural disasters, and even the fate of individuals. She is credited with predicting the breakup of the Soviet Union, the September 11th attacks in the United States, and the rise of ISIS. While some of her predictions were incredibly specific, others were more generalized, leading to varied interpretations over the years. The accuracy of Baba Vanga's predictions has been both celebrated and questioned. Many argue that her foresight was not merely the result of intuition or chance, but rather a profound connection to an unknown force or energy. Others, however, view her prophecies as the product of coincidence, or simply vague statements that could be applied to multiple events. What sets Baba Vanga apart from other mystics and prophets is the enduring nature of her legacy. Despite her passing in 1996, her predictions continue to capture the public's imagination. Every year, as we approach the events she foresaw, people revisit her predictions with a sense of awe and anticipation. Some believe that her insights into the future are not just relics of the past, but timeless messages that still hold relevance today. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into some of Baba Vanga's most famous predictions and explore their potential implications for the future. Whether you view her prophecies with skepticism or reverence, one thing is clear: Baba Vanga's influence has left an indelible mark on history, and her legacy as a timeless prophet endures. One of the most widely discussed aspects of Baba Vanga's predictions revolves around political leaders and the geopolitical landscape. Among her most notable forecasts is the one concerning Vladimir Putin, the long-serving president of Russia. Baba Vanga is said to have predicted a period of turmoil for Russia, as well as significant shifts in the power dynamics surrounding Putin. While she did not speak about Putin by name, many believe her prophecies point directly to him and the future of Russia's political crisis. According to some of Baba Vanga's followers, she warned of a time when Russia would face an internal struggle for leadership, which could lead to significant instability. Her prediction alluded to a leader who would face challenges both within the country and from the international community. Given Putin's firm grip on Russian power, combined with ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and his complex relationship with the West, many have interpreted Baba Vanga's prophecy as foreshadowing the tensions and political unrest currently unfolding. One particularly striking prediction that some linked to Putin's reign was Baba Vanga's claim that a powerful leader would rise from Russia and cause a global shift. Some believe this refers to Putin's rise to power in the late 1990s and his subsequent reign, during which he worked to restore Russia's strength and influence on the global stage. However, Baba Vanga's prediction seems to also suggest that this leader's actions would ultimately lead to a significant global conflict, which could involve the collapse of certain world powers. With the recent war in Ukraine and the potential for further global confrontation, these predictions have become a subject of great interest and concern. Baba Vanga was also said to have mentioned that in the near future, Europe would experience significant upheaval. She predicted that the European Union would face deep divisions, and a major political crisis would arise from conflicts within its borders. This prediction mirrors many of the political struggles that have occurred over the past few decades, such as the UK's Brexit referendum and the rise of populist political movements across Europe. Some of these movements have been critical of Russia's influence, while others have argued that the European Union has become increasingly divided on issues such as immigration, economic policy, and climate change. Vladimir Putin's position as a key player in world politics has made him a central figure in many of these discussions. Baba Vanga's prophecy suggests that Russia's actions, possibly under Putin's leadership, will play a significant role in shaping the future of Europe and the world. While the details remain unclear, her predictions suggest that the decisions made by Russian leadership in the coming years could have profound implications for global politics, especially in terms of conflict, alliances, and power struggles, as tensions continue to escalate between Russia and the West, especially concerning the ongoing war in Ukraine. Many are left wondering how accurate Baba Vanga's predictions may be. Some argue that her ability to foresee such events is more than just a coincidence, while others suggest that the parallels between her words and the modern-day political landscape are simply the result of hindsight bias. Nevertheless, the questions surrounding her forecasts are likely to persist as we watch global politics unfold. The potential for future events that Baba Vanga alluded to remains an area of fascination and mystery. If her predictions about Russia's future prove to be correct, the world may witness a time of great upheaval, where Putin's leadership and Russia's role on the world stage play a pivotal part in the formation of new alliances and conflicts. Whether these events come to pass or not, Baba Vanga's influence on the world's political discourse remains undeniable. The question remains, is destiny truly awaiting us? Or are these predictions merely a reflection of the uncertain and tumultuous nature of global politics? In the following sections, we will explore other prophecies from Baba Vanga regarding the fate of nations and global conflicts, further analyzing how they might fit into the larger narrative of a changing world. Whether one views them as warnings or as reflections of inevitable trends, her predictions remain an essential part of the ongoing conversation about the future of our world. Baba Vanga's prophecies extend beyond politics, touching upon natural disasters such as earthquakes and tsunamis, One of the most concerning predictions she made involves massive earthquakes and tsunamis striking the United States, particularly its west coast. Vanga specifically mentioned the San Andreas Fault, a significant geological fault line running through California. She foresaw a massive earthquake along this fault that would cause widespread destruction in cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco. This earthquake, according to her vision, would be more catastrophic than any in recent history, causing panic, loss of life, and severe economic damage. The possibility of such an event is not far-fetched, as California is prone to earthquakes due to its location along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Scientists have long warned of the potential for a big one, a massive earthquake along the San Andreas Fault that could devastate the region. In addition to earthquakes, Vanga's prophecies also included the terrifying prospect of tsunamis. She predicted that tsunamis triggered by seismic activity would devastate coastal areas, particularly the U.S. Pacific coast. Tsunamis, caused by underwater earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, have the potential to cause immense destruction to coastal communities. The United States has already experienced such disasters, with the most notable being the 1964 Alaska earthquake and the resulting tsunami. In response, scientists continue to monitor seismic activity and maintain tsunami warning systems. But the threat of such events remains. Baba Vanga's predictions about tsunamis have led many to consider the possibility of more devastating natural events in the future. While tsunamis are difficult to predict, scientists are aware of the risks, particularly in coastal areas along active fault lines like the Pacific Ocean. The threat of a catastrophic tsunami has spurred research into better prediction and prevention measures. But the fear of a major disaster remains. Vanga's predictions also pointed to an increase in the frequency and severity of extreme weather events. She foresaw more violent storms, including hurricanes and typhoons, which would cause widespread damage. Climate change has, in recent years, led to an increase in the intensity and frequency of extreme weather, such as powerful storms, floods, and temperature fluctuations. This has led many to consider Baba Vanga's warnings about natural disasters as a reflection of ongoing global environmental changes. While some dismiss Vanga's prophecies as speculative or coincidental, there are undeniable correlations between her predictions and the increasing natural disasters the world has faced in recent years. The growing frequency of destructive storms, combined with the seismic risks posed by fault lines and coastal areas, suggests that her foresight may not be entirely unfounded. Whether she was tapping into a cosmic knowledge or merely reflecting human awareness of the natural world's power, Vanga's warnings serve as a reminder of the ongoing risks we face. In light of Vanga's predictions, humanity must take precautions to prepare for the potential of future natural disasters. Earthquakes, tsunamis, and extreme weather are not only scientific realities but also societal threats that demand attention. The events she predicted may seem distant or improbable, but history has shown us the unpredictable and devastating power of nature. As the world continues to grapple with these concerns, it is clear that awareness and preparedness are key to minimizing the impact of these catastrophic events. One of Baba Vanga's most chilling predictions revolves around a massive tsunami that would strike the Asian continent, causing catastrophic destruction across coastal regions. According to her prophecies, this devastating event would occur as a result of a powerful undersea earthquake, likely originating in the Pacific Ocean or the Indian Ocean. This warning is particularly poignant given the history of devastating tsunamis in Asia. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami is one of the most infamous natural disasters in modern history, resulting in the loss of over 230,000 lives in several countries, including Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, And Thailand. The tsunami was triggered by a massive undersea earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. And its effects were felt across an area extending to Africa. This tragic event serves as a painful reminder of the immense power and unpredictability of such natural disasters. Baba Vanga's prediction about a future Asian tsunami resonates deeply, especially as the regions most at risk from such disasters remain highly vulnerable. Coastal areas in countries like Indonesia, India, and Thailand are particularly susceptible to tsunami damage due to their proximity to tectonic plate boundaries, which are responsible for the seismic activity that can trigger these massive waves. The possibility of a future tsunami, like the one Vanga predicted, remains a concern for seismologists and coastal communities. Modern technology has greatly improved our ability to predict and prepare for such events. Yet the threat still looms large. Despite advances in tsunami warning systems and preparedness, the sheer scale of a catastrophic tsunami remains a daunting challenge. The effects of such an event could be devastating not only in terms of loss of life but also on the economy, infrastructure, and social stability of affected regions. Vanga's prediction adds a layer of urgency to the ongoing efforts to better understand and mitigate the risks of tsunamis. While it may be impossible to fully predict when or where such a disaster will occur, the importance of early warning systems and evacuation plans is undeniable. In the wake of disasters like the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, governments and organizations have worked tirelessly to improve global tsunami detection and response networks. In many ways, Baba Vanga's prophecies serve as a stark reminder that, despite advancements in technology, humanity remains vulnerable to the unpredictable forces of nature. The warning of a massive Asian tsunami should inspire nations to continue strengthening their disaster preparedness and response strategies, ensuring that if such a catastrophe does strike, the loss of life and damage can be minimized. Whether or not Vanga's prediction will come to fruition remains uncertain. But her message stands as a potent reminder of the ever-present threat posed by natural disasters. In a world increasingly burdened by natural disasters, political crises, and other challenges, one of Baba Vanga's prophecies shines a light of hope: breakthroughs in medical science that promise to radically change the treatment of diseases and improve human health. According to her predictions, these advancements would not only bring relief to people suffering from chronic illnesses but also extend life expectancy and enhance the quality of life for millions. Recent years have already witnessed significant medical breakthroughs. The development of mRNA vaccines, such as the Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines, showcased the potential of modern science in tackling viral diseases. The rapid deployment of these vaccines during the COVID-19 pandemic demonstrated how quickly the medical field can respond to emerging threats, providing hope for future infectious disease management. Cancer treatment has also seen remarkable progress. Traditional therapies like chemotherapy and radiation, though effective, come with severe side effects. Immunotherapies, such as Keytruda and Opdivo, have emerged as a game-changer, leveraging the body's immune system to target and destroy cancer cells with fewer side effects. This new approach provides hope to cancer patients, offering targeted treatments for various types of cancer. Another promising breakthrough is gene editing technology, particularly CRISPR-Cas9. This technology allows scientists to modify genes with precision, offering the potential to correct genetic disorders and treat diseases at their source. Clinical trials using CRISPR to treat sickle cell anemia are already underway, marking a significant step toward curing genetic diseases that have plagued humanity for generations. Stem cell research is also a promising avenue for regenerative medicine. Stem cells have the ability to regenerate tissues and organs, offering potential treatments for conditions like spinal cord injuries, heart disease, and neurodegenerative diseases. Although still in early stages, the possibility of stem cell therapies transforming the treatment of these debilitating diseases is a beacon of hope. Moreover, personalized medicine is revolutionizing healthcare by tailoring treatments to an individual's genetic profile, lifestyle, and environment. Advances in genomics allow doctors to predict how patients will respond to specific medications, improving treatment effectiveness and minimizing side effects. As we look to the future, the integration of artificial intelligence, AI, in healthcare promises even more advancements. AI is already aiding in disease diagnosis, drug discovery, and patient care management. It has the potential to improve diagnostic accuracy, speed up drug development, and create more personalized treatment plans. In conclusion, Baba Vanga's prophecy of medical breakthroughs is coming to fruition. From mRNA vaccines to cancer treatments, gene editing, stem cell research, and personalized medicine, science is progressing at an unprecedented rate. These advancements bring hope that humanity will be able to tackle some of the world's most challenging health issues, leading to longer, healthier lives for all. Baba Vanga's prophecies also touch on the realm of economics, predicting a global economic crisis that could have devastating consequences for nations across the world. In her vision, the collapse of economic systems and the ensuing financial chaos would leave people struggling to make ends meet, impacting industries, governments, and individuals alike. As we look at the current state of the global economy, it's clear that her predictions may be coming closer to reality. The world economy has been facing significant challenges in recent years. The COVID-19 pandemic led to economic disruptions across almost every industry. Governments worldwide were forced to spend unprecedented amounts to support their economies, resulting in soaring national debts. As a result, many countries are grappling with inflation, a weakened global supply chain, and an economic slowdown. In addition to the pandemic's effects, geopolitical tensions are contributing to economic uncertainty. Trade wars, such as the one between the US and China, and conflicts like Russia's invasion of Ukraine, have disrupted global trade and energy supplies. These conflicts have caused inflation to rise, driving up the costs of goods and services worldwide. While economic growth stagnates in many regions, the future also seems uncertain with the increasing reliance on digital currencies and the rise of cryptocurrency markets. While these technological advancements have the potential to revolutionize financial systems, they have also introduced new risks. The volatility of cryptocurrencies, as seen in recent market crashes, could lead to a destabilization of economies if they continue to gain widespread adoption without sufficient regulation. Moreover, the growing inequality between the wealthy and the rest of the population is a critical concern. As the rich continue to accumulate wealth, the middle class faces increasing pressure from inflation and stagnant wages. The gap between rich and poor is widening, and social unrest is becoming more common, adding to the feeling that economic systems are collapsing. Climate change is another factor threatening global economic stability. Extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and natural disasters caused by climate change are already disrupting agricultural production, energy supplies, and infrastructure, leading to financial losses. The cost of addressing these environmental challenges is expected to increase in the coming decades, further straining global economies. As Baba Vanga predicted, the world could indeed face a major economic collapse. With rising debt, inflation, inequality, and geopolitical instability, the foundations of the global economic system appear fragile. While it's difficult to predict the exact timing and nature of such a crisis, the warning signs are evident. The world must take proactive steps to address these challenges and ensure that we avoid a full-blown economic collapse that could destabilize societies and lead to a global crisis. Baba Vanga's predictions about cyber attacks warn of increasing digital vulnerabilities that could threaten global systems. As technology advances, cybercriminals are finding more sophisticated ways to exploit these weaknesses, which could disrupt economies, governments, and personal lives. The digital world has brought countless benefits, but it has also exposed new risks, especially in the face of rising cyber attacks. The growth of technology has made digital systems an essential part of daily life. However, as reliance on these systems increases, so does the potential for exploitation. Cyber attacks, including ransomware, data breaches, and denial of service attacks, have been growing in number and complexity. These attacks target businesses, governments, and individuals, exploiting weaknesses in digital infrastructure. The SolarWinds cyber attack, for example, compromised thousands of organizations, including U.S. government agencies, by exploiting vulnerabilities in widely used software. Similarly, ransomware attacks on hospitals and schools have caused major disruptions, often with cybercriminals demanding ransoms in exchange for restoring access to critical data. The risks associated with cyber attacks are far-reaching. Cloud computing, which stores vast amounts of sensitive data, has created new vulnerabilities. A breach of these services can result in widespread data leaks, theft of intellectual property, or disruption of critical services. The rise of the Internet of Things, IoT, has further expanded the digital landscape, connecting more devices and increasing the attack surface. Many IoT devices lack sufficient security, making them prime targets for malicious actors. While governments and businesses are taking steps to enhance digital security, the rapidly changing nature of technology makes it difficult to stay ahead of cybercriminals. Hackers use advanced techniques, such as social engineering and software exploitation, to bypass security measures. Moreover, state-sponsored cyber attacks are becoming more common, with nations using digital warfare to target rivals' economies or political systems. The global economic impact of a major cyber attack could be devastating. An attack on the financial system could trigger widespread panic, while an attack on critical infrastructure like energy grids or healthcare networks could cripple entire countries. Additionally, stolen data can lead to identity theft, financial loss, and privacy violations. While deepfake technology poses a new threat by enabling the creation of misleading content to manipulate public opinion, Baba Vanga's warning emphasizes the increasing importance of cybersecurity in a digital world. As our reliance on technology grows, so too does the risk of cyber attacks. To protect against these threats, we must strengthen digital security, improve regulation, and raise awareness of the dangers posed by cybercrime. The opportunities of the digital age are immense, but we must manage the associated risks to prevent catastrophic consequences. Baba Vanga's predictions about biological warfare highlight the growing threat of biological weapons in the modern world. As technology advances, so too do the capabilities of those who seek to use harmful biological agents for warfare. Biological weapons, such as viruses, bacteria, and toxins, have the potential to cause widespread illness, death, and social disruption, making them one of the most dangerous forms of warfare. Biowarfare involves using biological agents to intentionally harm or kill humans, animals, or plants. These agents can be engineered to spread quickly and infect large populations, causing diseases that can overwhelm healthcare systems. The threat of biological warfare has been a concern for many years. But advancements in biotechnology have made it more feasible for both state and non-state actors to develop such weapons. One of the primary dangers of biological weapons is their potential for mass casualties. Unlike conventional weapons, biological agents can be spread invisibly through air, water, or food, making it difficult to detect and prevent their use. Diseases like anthrax, smallpox, and botulism can be weaponized and used to create devastating effects. In the past, countries have invested heavily in biological weapons programs, and some still maintain secretive bioweapons research. Despite international bans, the ease of producing biological agents also raises concerns. Many of the ingredients required to make biological weapons can be found in laboratories, and the technology to engineer new viruses or bacteria is becoming more accessible. This makes it harder to track the development of these weapons and enforce global bans. Furthermore, the emergence of new diseases, such as SARS and COVID-19, has highlighted the vulnerability of societies to infectious diseases, making the threat of biowarfare even more pressing. The potential for biological weapons to cause widespread panic and economic instability cannot be understated. A successful attack using biological agents could paralyze governments, disrupt economies, and cause massive loss of life. In addition, the psychological impact of biowarfare can be severe, as people would live in constant fear of infection and outbreak. In recent years, international efforts have focused on preventing the use of biological weapons, with the Biological Weapons Convention, BWC, aiming to prohibit the development and use of such weapons. However, enforcement of the convention remains a challenge, as some nations may still pursue bioweapons in secret. Baba Vanga's prediction about the rise of biowarfare warns of a future where the threat of biological weapons becomes a reality. While significant progress has been made in controlling the use of such weapons, the risk remains high. As technology advances, nations must remain vigilant and committed to preventing the use of biological weapons, both for the protection of public health and the preservation of global stability. Baba Vanga's prediction about the rise of a powerful Eastern force has many wondering if China will become the world's leading superpower. Over the past few decades, China has undergone remarkable economic growth, political influence, and military advancements, positioning itself as a major global player. As the most populous country and second-largest economy, China's future could significantly reshape global geopolitics and economics. China's economic transformation has been key to its rise. Since opening up in the late 20th century, China has shifted from an agrarian society to an industrial powerhouse. Policies under leaders like Deng Xiaoping encouraged foreign investment, leading to infrastructure development, a growing middle class, and increased exports. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, has expanded China's global influence, establishing trade routes and infrastructure projects across Asia, Africa, and Europe, cementing its role in global trade. A major sign of China's growing power is its military modernization. The People's Liberation Army, PLA, has invested heavily in advanced technology, including missile systems, cyber capabilities, and space exploration. China's assertive presence in the South China Sea, as well as its increasing military capabilities, signal its ambitions to extend power beyond its borders. The militarization of the region has sparked tensions with neighboring countries and the U.S., raising concerns about potential conflicts. On the diplomatic front, China has become more assertive globally, Under Xi Jinping, the Communist Party has consolidated its power and promoted China's influence through organizations like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO, and APEC. China's increasing involvement in global institutions such as the United Nations and the World Trade Organization further signals its ambitions to shape international norms. Its growing soft power, including cultural diplomacy and media influence, further cements its global position. However, China's rise is not without challenges. Domestically, the country faces an aging population, environmental issues, and rising inequality. Rapid industrialization has led to significant environmental problems, including air pollution and resource depletion, which may limit sustainable growth. Additionally, China's human rights record, particularly in regions like Hong Kong and Xinjiang, has led to international criticism, complicating its global relations. The rivalry with the United States is a critical aspect of China's rise. While the two countries maintain extensive trade, tensions are rising in areas like technology, military power, and geopolitical influence. The ongoing trade war and disputes over intellectual property have strained relations, highlighting the competition between the two superpowers. These tensions are reshaping global power dynamics, with other countries navigating the complex landscape of aligning with either the US or China. Baba Vanga's prophecy about an Eastern superpower seems increasingly relevant as China's influence continues to grow. While China's future as a superpower is not guaranteed, its trajectory suggests it will play a major role in shaping the 21st century. The next few decades will be critical in determining whether China can overcome its challenges and fully establish itself as the dominant global power. As we move into the 21st century, our world is changing rapidly, with both significant challenges and unique opportunities. Climate change, pandemics, and shifting global power dynamics are just a few of the issues we face. However, as predictions like Baba Vanga suggest, humanity has the potential to adapt, innovate, and overcome these obstacles. Climate change is one of the most urgent issues. Rising temperatures, extreme weather, and resource depletion threaten the planet, with coastal cities at risk of rising sea levels and wildfires affecting communities. This crisis presents a clear warning but also offers opportunities for developing green technologies, renewable energy, and sustainable practices to reverse some of the damage. The COVID-19 pandemic revealed the vulnerability of our global interconnectedness, while vaccines and medical advancements have helped mitigate the impact. Future pandemics remain a risk, especially with zoonotic diseases and antimicrobial resistance. However, this challenge offers the chance for advancements in global healthcare infrastructure and pandemic preparedness, ensuring greater resilience against future threats. Geopolitical shifts are also reshaping the global landscape. The rise of China, the continued influence of the United States, and changing roles of Europe and emerging nations are transforming global power structures. This shift requires nations to collaborate on global challenges like security, trade, and climate change, which could either foster cooperation or lead to conflict. Technological advancements bring both risks and opportunities. AI, automation, and robotics are revolutionizing industries. But they also pose challenges in terms of job displacement and ethical concerns. Innovations in quantum computing and genetic engineering have the potential to transform sectors like healthcare and communication, but must be managed responsibly to avoid unintended consequences. The changing nature of work is another challenge. As automation and AI evolve, traditional jobs are disappearing, while new industries emerge. This presents an opportunity to rethink education and workforce development. ensuring that people are prepared for the jobs of the future. However, there is a risk that the gap between those with access to education and technology and those without could widen, exacerbating inequality. The future offers more opportunities than ever for personal growth, innovation, and connection. Digital platforms enable people to pursue knowledge, creativity, and activism globally, but also raise concerns about misinformation, privacy, and the decline of face-to-face interaction. Finding a balance between the benefits of a connected world and its risks is crucial. In conclusion, the changing world presents both warnings and opportunities. The challenges ahead are significant. But with proactive action, collaboration, and innovation, we can turn these challenges into a brighter, more sustainable future for all. The choices we make today will shape tomorrow's world. As we reflect on Baba Vanga's predictions, it is essential to recognize both the uncertainties and the possibilities inherent in the future. Born in 1911, Baba Vanga gained worldwide attention for her purported psychic abilities, offering predictions about world events, from natural disasters to political upheavals. Some of her most striking prophecies include the rise of superpowers, catastrophic natural events, and technological advancements. The question that arises is whether these predictions will come to fruition, or if they are merely coincidental or the product of an overactive imagination. First, it is important to consider that Baba Vanga's prophecies are often vague and open to interpretation. While some events, like the rise of China as a superpower, seem to align with global trends, others are less clear. Her predictions about natural disasters, such as massive earthquakes and tsunamis, reflect a real and ongoing concern about climate change and environmental degradation. However, the specifics of her visions remain unprovable, making it difficult to directly connect her words to future events. One of the most significant aspects of her prophecies is their focus on human resilience. While Baba Vanga foresaw times of great adversity, she also spoke of humanity's ability to adapt and overcome. Her warnings about the future may serve as a reminder that while we face immense challenges, we also have the capacity for innovation, collaboration, and change. Her predictions about advancements in medicine, technology, and global cooperation offer a hopeful perspective, emphasizing the potential for human progress even in the face of crisis. In the realm of politics, Baba Vanga's forecast of power shifts and conflicts could be seen as reflections of ongoing geopolitical tensions. The rise of authoritarian regimes, the unpredictability of political leaders, and the threat of international conflicts are all present concerns. Yet, while these events may come to pass, the future remains malleable. The choices made by individuals, leaders, and nations can influence outcomes, shifting the course of history in unexpected ways. The environmental prophecies, particularly concerning climate change, mirror the growing urgency of addressing environmental issues. Global warming, the destruction of ecosystems, and the looming threat of more frequent and intense natural disasters are all well-documented concerns. Baba Vanga's predictions about these events could be seen as a call to action, urging us to take steps now to prevent the worst-case scenarios from materializing. While her exact predictions cannot be verified, the underlying message about the fragility of our planet is clear. Despite the many uncertainties surrounding Baba Vanga's prophecies, one thing remains certain: the future is full of potential. Whether or not her specific predictions come true, they serve as a reflection of the fears, hopes, and challenges that define the human experience. As we move forward, it is up to us to shape the future, using the lessons from the past and the insights from our present moment to guide our decisions. In conclusion, Baba Vanga's prophecies, while intriguing and thought-provoking, should not be taken as absolute predictions of the future. They are part of a larger conversation about the world's trajectory, one that involves both uncertainty and hope. The future is a product of our actions, choices, and innovations. While Baba Vanga's words may resonate with some, they are a reminder that we, as individuals and societies, hold the power to influence the world's direction. The question is not whether her prophecies will come true, but whether we are prepared to face the challenges ahead and seize the opportunities before us.